Hey guys, my name's Aaron and thank you for joining me today at the French River Homestead. We're going to be continuing on with part 2 of our kitchen cabinet builds. Today I'd like to get the face frame and maybe some of the drawers done. So come along with me and let's get started. So for the face frame, normally what I've done in the past is I'll just glue and secure with some brads every individual part and just kind of go through and build the frame that way. But this time what I figured I was going to try doing was building the whole frame, the face frame separate, and then adhering it all at the end. So there's different challenges with that, but it's going to be a little bit more structurally secure that way, a little bit more stable. So we'll see how it goes. I might have to blow it all up and start over, but so what I'm going to do is I've got a lot of the parts pre-cut already. I'm just going to start securing them together as the face frame with pocket holes for each joint and then a little bit of glue. So let's get started on the frame, see how that turns out, and then at the end I'll put it together on the actual carcass and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, now that the frame's put together, let's throw it on and just take a quick look and see how we did. So it looks like we're off maybe a quarter of an inch right here, but I think we can straighten that out as I start tacking the frame down. You can also see there's maybe an eighth of an inch here where this sheet of plywood is bowed, so I'm hoping I can correct for that as well. I'm going to get the nail gun and start tacking this down and see how it turns out. And then I'm also going to put little risers underneath the carcass here just to get it up off the ground. Just 3/4 inch riser. And then you can see the pocket holes. I really need to invest in the dedicated Craig clamp. There's a little ledge right here. It's not on all of them, but it's enough to drive me crazy. So I'll just come back once we do the final sanding. I'll just take a black plane and smooth that out. I'm just going to run a bit of glue along the carcass for the frame. It's right here too. After running a bead of glue along the carcass, I just secured it with 1 1/4 inch nail gun brads. These are spaced 8 to 10 inches apart. This just helps hold it so the glue can adhere. I don't have the greatest of luck with this nail gun, and the nails tend to shoot out the sides, so I think I had a couple blow out the sides, but I'll fix that later on. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and by moving the frame as I went, I was able to make sure it was all flush and true. And for the first time doing a full face frame like this, separate from the carcass, and then putting it on afterwards, I was pretty happy with the results. I'm sure that with more practice I'll get even better, but I'm not a professional cabinet maker, so I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. These risers on the bottom are just 3/4 inch, just to lift it up off the ground and give it a little bit of support underneath the plywood. We didn't do a kick plate or anything like that. We didn't want to increase the height any more than we needed to. We just wanted it to be off the ground. So typically what I'll do is just a 3/4 inch piece like this, just to space it up off the floor, and it doesn't reduce the overall height too much, so that allows us for maximum height of the overall cabinet. Alright guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here for today. We got the face frame complete. That was kind of my goal for today, so it's a good place to stop. We still have to do, we're going to do 2 doors here underneath the sink with 2 pull-out drawers. A door here in this compartment with 2 pull-out drawers, and then drawer, 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 all with inset drawer faces on them. So we got quite a bit of work left to do. We'll pick it up tomorrow in part 3. I will leave a link in the cards for part 1 if you want to see it from the beginning. But if you have any questions or comments on this video or anything else in general on our homestead, please leave a note in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We've got a lot of great videos coming up, so we'd love to have you with us. Otherwise, thanks for watching.